soft on each other, and then Tank just fucking throws it right at Jake.
Jake can punch with that right hand. Like, I seen him, you know what I mean, up close in person. Like, dude is big. He's not as slow as people think he is, and he can punch.
Amazing fight, a masterclass by Crawford. He shocked me, and I'm highly impressed. And his skill level was just very superior. But
what happens when the best skilled boxer walks into the gym with a man that boxing still doesn't take seriously? That's exactly what took place. Terence "Bud" Crawford, the unbeaten pound-for-pound champion who beat Canelo Alvarez and put doubters to rest for generations, has officially teamed up with Jake Paul for his next fight against Gervonta Tank Davis. This isn't just another star workout or publicity stunt that goes viral. This is the best boxer of his generation teaching the most unlikely fighter in show business how to beat one of the strongest punchers in the world. This is making a lot of noise in the boxing world.
Is Jake Paul boxing? I think that answer will shock a lot of people.
A video of Terence Crawford going into Jake Paul's gym made a lot of people doubt him at first. The two got warm next to each other, as seen by cameras. Crawford is fixing Jake's stance, changing the way his head moves, and practicing the same combos that used to beat winners.
Jake says he could get a cruiserweight title in 2 years. Do you think he can?
Possible. It's possible. Listen, man, a lot of people write Jake off, but Jake can punch with that right hand. He got a nice right hand. Gained a lot of respect for Jake because he's not a YouTuber that's just boxing just to box. He actually trains and actually want to get better and actually have got better and really putting his time, focus, and energy into boxing. So you got to respect that.
This was more than just training for Jake Paul. He wasn't just working with a different coach. He was learning from the best boxer in the world.
Thank you, GOAT, because you are the GOAT of this era. Terence "Bud" Crawford.
Crawford's whole success has been based on being precise, patient, and good. He has mastered the skill of controlling distance, understanding patterns, and taking apart opponents one piece at a time. All the tools that brought shame to Canelo Alvarez in a historic performance are now being given to Jake Paul. Wow, that's a big claim. It looks like Jake isn't going to take the fight lying down. He knows Tank Davis is quick, powerful, and scary. Despite this, he knows that Tank's strength at 135 pounds doesn't mean anything when he faces someone nearly 200 pounds heavier. This is something Jake Paul knows, and his work with Crawford backs it up. He's getting ready for the fight like a real boxer. For Jake, working together is a sign of approval. People have called him a joke, a YouTuber, and a fake in gloves for years.
Is the burnt bridge with my brother unfixable?
I don't hate your brother. You guys need to fight guys your same size. When you fought Floyd, you are massive. He did hit you with a fucking bomb and you fucking ate it. He's gonna fight Gervonta Davis.
Who do you got?
Gervonta, I think, hits way harder than Floyd, but he's too small. Your brother's gonna be able to get inside on him, put his weight on him, tie him up.
I hear your critique on fighting guys the same size as you. Is that why you guys wouldn't let me fight Conor?
Yeah, you're fucking huge. Conor weighs 145 pounds, 155 pounds.
Yeah, but he says he can beat me.
The story changes, though, when Terence Crawford joins his group. Because he doesn't waste time, Crawford has finally gained respect, or at least made people take him seriously. He doesn't show up to get power. There's a reason he's at the gym.
Jake Paul fought with Tyron Woodley twice. Big numbers. Jake Paul fought against Tommy Fury. Big numbers. Jake Paul, who I believe, and I have told you guys this time and time again, he's much better than people give him credit for. One, Jake Paul is not an amateur fighter, like some try to say. Jake Paul has money, so Jake Paul is getting trained by the best boxing coaches that money can...
It's not about power anymore. It has to do with planning. The person who beat Canelo Alvarez like a beginner can teach Jake Paul how to fight better.
Terence Crawford had the ability to fight backwards and stay composed, good defense, hands was always up, countering everything that Canelo was throwing at him. He was just a little more active fight. Canelo did hit him to the body, but it was pretty much all Terence Crawford.
I think some of what we saw from Canelo is what he has to resort to now to fight. Maybe he's dealt with some injuries to where he's not as mobile. It's just the pattern that he's put himself in for the last, 6 to 8 fights. That same pattern is why Bivol was able to get him.
He did not allow Canelo to get inside, man. As soon as Canelo would get into that certain range, he would jab him. We didn't see any lateral moves where he would throw, push off to the side, as we used to see Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo was almost smothering his shot because he couldn't stay at range with him. And Terence Crawford runs off counter combinations. It would be a wider margin if they fought.
However, this is the question that everyone has. Why? Why would boxing pro Terence Crawford help a YouTuber who used to be a boxer beat one of the sport's biggest stars? The answer is easy to understand. There's bad blood. Crawford and Gervonta Davis have a long and troubled past together.
If Tank get to pick his opponent, he would do it. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Y'all was doing the back and forth shit. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude. You know?
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. I don't like.
Just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
Yeah, I don't like nothing about him. You know, I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's, you know, using what he got to shield him. You know, like he got a lot of security guards around him, and he know, you know what I mean, he's in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations he wouldn't be acting like that.
The fight began when Tank said he could step up, wait, and knock out Crawford. It sounded brave, but it started a feud that hasn't ended. At first, Crawford didn't believe it because he thought Tank would never stand up. But Tank didn't give up. He kept going after Crawford online, making fun of his record and saying he was overrated.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
No, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining a catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right,
I'll welcome him.
Things got rough when Tank crossed a line that not many fighters do. He said things about Crawford's family that were private. Things changed after that. Crawford was furious. He doesn't show much feeling outside of the ring. That's when Floyd Mayweather showed up. The same person who taught Tank for years and spoke out in support of Crawford, saying that family should never be brought up in bad words.
There was some kind of crazy trash talk with Gervonta and Terence Crawford recently. And one of the things that I've always kind of noticed is most of the time, one of the things that's kind of off limits is families. Like you usually don't.
Yes.
You know,
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. And so I wanted to kind of understand what your thoughts was about like some of those comments that was made. I think it was about Terence's wife. What, like in your mind, where because obviously, like, you know, you've been in this sport.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now. It's good to see him in this position, in the position that he's in. I think he has a beautiful family. I think he has a beautiful wife, a beautiful queen, a black queen. And there's nothing better than a black woman in this world. That's just my opinion. We all entitled to our opinion. And
Tank was deeply hurt by Floyd's betrayal, which turned a competition into war. So, when Crawford saw that Jake Paul, a much bigger fighter, was getting ready to fight Tank, he saw a chance to settle the score without ever having to throw a punch.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
Jake Paul isn't just being trained for fun by Terence Crawford. He is doing it on purpose. He wants Jake to get it. Tank should fall, and he knows just how to make that happen.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and, you know, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin. So tell him to come and touch it.
Wow. Man. Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh man.
You're gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
Crawford is one of the few fighters who knows how dangerous a change in weight can be. He has fought in many weight classes, from lightweight to welterweight, and has won all of them. Being a natural cruiserweight, he thinks Jake Paul should beat Tank Davis because of the way physics works.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You can knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something? I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you are saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195?
Jake's blows will be very strong. Tank's won't. That's the harsh truth that Crawford is telling him to use as a weapon. He shows Jake how to stay calm under pressure, trick a smaller fighter into making a mistake, and land the one clean counter that changes everything. Jake doesn't have to win by points in the end. He only needs one hit.
He should beat Jake Paul, shouldn't he?
No, he shouldn't.
You don't think? Sorry. So, I thought we were all unanimous here. You think Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis?
70 pounds is 70 pounds.
Gervonta Davis is very small. 5'5".
He's tiny, bro.
That's
what I'm saying.
Jake Paul,
he's a little
6'1".
man.
If Jake Paul's tucking up,
move on,
and absorbing punishment for walking forward, then look, there's a way to run it.
Casual fans see this as a great fight between 2 different types of fans, comparing the YouTuber to a professional boxer. Experts, on the other hand, know better. Tank is in danger in this fight.
Bro, that's a fucking disgrace of a fight.
Yeah.
You know it. Just like the Mike Tyson low-key was a disgrace, but we accepted it. But
yeah,
he was 60 years old. I mean, the casuals don't see the weight difference. They see Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
And if Gervonta Davis doesn't fuck up Jake Paul, they're gonna think Jake Paul is some pound-for-pound champion type of fighter.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis he's actually really small. Like when I fought him, he's small.
Yeah.
So I just think it's a very unfair fight.
The man he is stepping up to weighs about 60 pounds more. Tank is faster, smarter, and has more experience, but it won't matter if Jake Paul falls clean. Tank Davis is putting everything at risk by going into this fight. Crawford told the press conference a few weeks ago.
Jake Paul, Tank Davis fight got moved to Miami.
I think Jake wins.
Jake's just so big, dude.
I think Jake wins.
This is different because it's similar. It's similar to Logan versus Mayweather, but Jake Paul now obviously is way more advanced than where Logan was at that moment in time.
I mean,
Gervonta
it's
is
just
fucking sick.
I mean, yeah, no, but dude,
Have
Jake.
you ever watched his highlights?
Jake can
He's
crack,
nasty,
man.
bro. He's so sick. I love that guy, bro.
And the message gets clearer as more people see Jake train with Crawford. Jake Paul is no longer messing around. It looks like he's training, watching videos, and studying techniques as if he were Tank and protecting the sport's history. At the same time, Tank's job is already in danger. He got a draw with Lamont Roach, which hurt his record. People thought he would win the fight, but Roach did more than just stay alive. He pushed Tank to his limits and even knocked him out, but the count wasn't recorded.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have counted it. They would have counted it, would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He a little distracted in the fight.
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like the governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids and I had the same thing. I went through the same shit. When I fought Andre, that shit burning my eyes, so I cut that off.
So, fans thought that an unusual tie was a loss. Tank looks very different now than it did then. Getting quick money is not his goal. He's taking the biggest risk now against Jake Paul.
Tank Davis, Lamont Roach. I think we need to start with that one.
Yeah.
What transpired in that fight was astounding, because you have to remember Tank Davis was a 16-1 favorite going into this fight. Lamont Roach, while a WBA champion, was moving up from 130 pounds, and no one thought he had a chance. And the general demeanor of Tank Davis going into this fight was like, hey man, I'm kind of done with this. I got 3 fights left. I'm going to be done by the end of 2025. I don't really like this sport anymore. Kids, don't do this. Go into soccer. This ain't for you.
What does Jake really learn from Crawford? All the things that make Crawford different. Athletes need to be able to control their distance, be defensively aware, and be able to predict hits before they land.
This is the situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division.
Get them all.
Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter, then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship, and then skipped middle to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed, for the Ring Magazine super middleweight championship of the world, and left no doubts, including with Canelo, who was all class after the fight but knew what had just happened.
Jake's training sessions now stress patience, which makes Tank overcommit. Let his emotions get in the way of his judgment, and then respond with full force. Even though it sounds crazy, Jake Paul doesn't have to be as good as Tank. He only needs to use his size and focus, which Crawford was the best at getting better at.
T better than Floyd Mayweather?
To me, he is, because he challenges himself. So for me, don't get me wrong, Floyd ain't no bad fighter. Floyd is a hell of a sharp fighter, but I ain't gonna say a better fighter. I'm gonna say I just can appreciate it more because he challenges himself. You understand me? Floyd never challenged himself. So if you tell me who I want to see, Floyd or Terence, I want to see Terence, because Terence gonna challenge himself. Floyd may be a better fighter because Floyd is slick and Floyd really can fight. People know I don't underestimate Floyd's boxing ability. Floyd has great boxing ability. Floyd is one of the best ever, but Floyd just never challenged himself. So
Jake Paul's trust is through the roof right now. Having Terence Crawford on his side is very important. During the news briefings, you could feel it. It's rare for fighters to treat Gervonta Tank Davis badly. But Jake wasn't going to back down for a second.
Yeah, just a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed.
He warming up.
We're
now.
sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some 8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm going to beat your ass and I'm going to beat Jadon Love ass. On my mama, I'm going to beat both of y'all ass.
As the fight got physical, Tank pushed Jake, which made the internet go crazy. Jake then shoved Tank back. That one moment said it all. It's not just for fun that Jake Paul is here.
Who is the biggest star in boxing? Tank Davis. And joining the beach of the game is Miami resident hip-hop star, influencer Ruby Rose.
Hey, Nikki's right there. That's what I'm talking about.
My man, it's out the way.
No.
Jake Paul, Tank Davis, November 14th.
The video for today is now over. Remember to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you liked it so you don't miss any more movies. Do not forget to write your thoughts in the box below. Watch out for the next video.